Am I the asshole for kicking my parent out and saying this is why I was so fucked up as a kid? I had my parents over for dinner this weekend. They are in their 60s, after my daughter, who is 10, asked if she could play us a song she had been practicing on her keyboard. She gets lessons. It wasn't perfect, she missed a few notes, a couple pauses, but overall, she did really well. She looked up at the end, massive smile, and I started clapping and my parents started f***ing laughing. Not just a little chuckle, a massive f***ing belly laugh. Both of them. My mom asked if it was her first time playing it, and my dad said it had to have been. A dog could have played that better. It was like my daughter was shrinking on the spot and she looked down and said, "No, I've had 2 lessons, but doing it with 2 hands is hard." And then they just laughed even harder. I just stood up, took their cups, and said, "Leave. Now." My mom tried to say about how they hadn't finished their drinks and they wanted to hear another song. And I said, "Get your stuff and get the f*** out of my house right now." My dad started doing this huffing thing he does when someone dares to speak up to him, and my mom said that there was no need to be like this, that I can't protect her all the time and she's preparing my daughter for the real world. They got all their stuff and left. I sat with my daughter and explained how proud of her I was and how well she was doing. To ignore them, they were just being cruel because they didn't know any other way to be, and asked if she could please play it again, which she did. On Sunday I messaged and said that until they can behave like decent human beings that we're taking a break away from them. My dad replied that it was my choice, but he didn't realize he raised me to be so precious. Now my lovely brown-nosing golden child of a sister is getting involved. She phoned me today with my parents' version of events and should never speak to my parents that way. That I'm repping my child in cotton wool and blah blah blah. I just told her to go fuck herself and I hung up. I'm not asking if I'm in the wrong for standing up for my daughter. I'll always do that. But I did go from 0 to 100. I kicked them out straight away. I swore at them and in front of my daughter. I did raise my voice at the end when I said to leave. I was and still am angry. I don't think I'd even accept an apology from them at this point. This behavior isn't new, it's decades old. But this is the first time it affected my daughter. Did I go too far? Did I react too much? Should I have tried to be calmer? Talk it out? I don't know. Am I the Edit. Lots of people seem to think that I'm a mom. Nope, I'm a single dad. Also, thank you for all the comments. Definitely calming the anger I felt and making me feel less shitty for the way I reacted. I never doubted I was in the right for standing up for my daughter, just how I went about it. I'm gonna sit and talk with my daughter about it. My parents and sister can just disappear for all I care right now. To all the commenters that said that they wish they had someone like me when they were younger, I get it, man. I really do. I hope you got someone now or are able to be that someone. Reading all these comments definitely changed my anger into sadness and realization that I'm not alone with shitty parents.